Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of one-variable equations. This is standard 8.8C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 14 off the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have just a basic equation here. 12x minus 15 equals 6 minus 3x. And we need to find which value of x makes it true. So we've got two options. We could plug and play. We could take each of these answer choices, f, g, h, and j, plug them in and see which one makes both sides of the equation the same. Or probably the cleaner version would be just to solve for x, because this could possibly be a problem in another test or in the future in which they don't give you the answer choices. It's a free response. So we always want to kind of flex those skills of learning how to solve for a variable. So I'm going to rewrite this 12x minus 15 because I need a little bit more room because it's typed, but it's typed very small. All right, so we need to first isolate the variable. We need to keep in mind that we're viewing this kind of like that balance that we would play with back in elementary school, where you kind of put some stuff on both sides. You wanted to get them to be even. That's our equation. So that equal sign equals is that like that balance. And so right now it's a balanced equation. And so whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side to keep that balance. If we just start taking 3x's off or 12x's off one side and not the other, it's imbalance and it's not going to work. So I want to isolate the variable. I want to get my x's together. So I've got two options. I could take 12x away from both sides, but that would leave me with a negative 15x on the right. I'd rather not have a negative x, because you want a positive x, you're going to have to end up adding an extra step of multiplying by -1. Or I see here that I've got a negative 3x, so I'm going to choose a positive 3x to add to both sides. I'm choosing a positive 3x because it's the inverse operation of the negative 3x, positive and negative inverse operations. Minus 3x plus 3x, that's going to just zero out, so we're good. But in order to keep this balanced, I have to do the same thing to both sides. So I can add 3x to both sides. We are still good. So 12x, 3x, that's 15x. Bring down the other terms I have not messed with. So it's 6 plus 0, but I'm just going to just drop it. I don't need anything. So I've got 15x minus 15 equals 6. So now I need to get that constant 15 onto the other side. So it's a minus 15, so I'm thinking inverse operations again. So now I'm going to add 15 to both sides. Keeps it balanced, but negative 15 plus 15, right? That's going to zero itself out, so that's good. 6 and 15, that's 21. Bring this down. So that's what I'm left with. 15x equals 21. So it's 15 times x, so I need to divide. 15 divided by 15 is going to make 1, which is going to cancel itself out in effect and just make it 1x or just x. But in order to keep it balanced, I need to do that right there. So I get x equals 21/15. That is not one of my answers, but I also have been working with fractions for several years, and I know that that needs to be simplified or reduced, however you choose to describe it. So I'm thinking, what's the largest number that can divide both into 21 and 15? Those are both multiples of 3. So let's divide by 3 over 3. Because if I divide by 3 over 3, that's really dividing by 1. Anything divided by 1 is itself. So we're not changing the fraction, we're just making it look different because we're just dividing it by 1. And our 1 just happens to be 3 over 3. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 15 divided by 3 is 5. There we go. So 7/5. And if we wanted to, right, we could take our 12 times 7/5 minus 15 equals 6 minus 3 times 7/5. If we wanted to double check it, we could work all that out, and it should equal the same number on both sides, which it will. And so our answer here is going to be J.